justify this investment. People think of it as computing, but I think that also misleads us because it's not really about computing. If it's about any one thing, it's about communications. Taking today's phone system to a new level, where we not only have video, but we have the intelligence in the system to help us locate things, to follow links, to store the information so we can get at it when we want to. The kind of electronic commerce that will go on here of picking real estate, finding a professional that you want to work with, allowing people with expertise, even if they want to stay at home most of the time, to offer that expertise and work through the screen. It's really very, very different than anything that's happened before. Even entertainment is quite broad. TV shows, music selections, gaming. We'll have TV game shows that you can bet along with the contestants. We'll have multiplayer games for bridge and chess and role-playing games. We'll even have gambling. So if you want to lose money very efficiently without coming down to Las Vegas, you'll be able to do that right there on your screen device. The government's role, besides opening up the regulatory environment, will be to participate as an application provider. Going in and filling out forms, renewing your driver's license, that will be very straightforward here. No more lines involved in that. Having transparency to the political process, seeing the bills that are being debated, seeing who's saying what. Very straightforward here. Finding people who have a common point of view and organizing politically will be straightforward. Medicine is also a big part of this. Just those electronic records moving around so that experts can quickly see what your case is. That will make healthcare not only less expensive, but far more effective than it is today. The most important opportunity, I think, is in this area of education. Education is what we use as a society to provide equal opportunity, to help every individual realize their full potential. And I think for the first time, these tools will eliminate some of the labor-intensive and individual aspect of that and allow for a sharing that's never gone on before. Now, I've been out many times talking about my excitement about this information highway era. And every time I speak, there are a number of concerns that come up. This is not without its areas that we have to watch out for. First of all, ease of use. A lot of people think maybe they'll be the only one that won't be able to use the system because they've seen things like config.sys or VCRs that they find very difficult today. And that's a challenge to the industry. I happen to believe that as we move and take graphical interface and go to the next level, which I'll call the social interface, where you interact with a personality that you've chosen and it remembers what you've done, that we'll be able to solve that problem. Privacy is a major concern about the system knowing all these things that you're doing, and we need to use both technology and policies to control, to make sure people are confident that they can use it for all their activities. Universal access is a serious concern. What about people who live in rural areas? What about people who aren't rich enough to buy these devices? What about people who are, have never been exposed to the PC? And some of those questions are political questions of how will it be subsidized for various users as it reaches out into the mainstream. A lot of the worries that people have really come down to a fear of change. Will their job be displaced? Is there something they ought to be learning about? And I think that's why, even though all of these articles are kind of like a mania, a feeding frenzy, I think the focus on this debate and getting people thinking in advance how we want to shape this thing and what they ought to do individually is a very worthwhile thing. The opportunities here are incredible. This is where the PC industry will find its growth. We can be at the center of this, and we will be as we take our architecture and expand it out to those new form factors and move into new applications. It's not just about productivity tools. Communication of all types, whether it's within a particular application like design work, or whether it's creating new kinds of markets, those things require lots of companies to step back and take a new look. Dozens of killer applications. Now, every company is going to have to avoid business as usual here. There'll be lots of new companies that grow up to do very well here. And the only big companies that do well are ones that are going to be entrepreneurial, break out of the boundaries and make sure that they obsolete their own products instead of having other people come along. This is not something that's just happening in the United States. There are great ideas about how this should be used everywhere in the world. The awareness, the discussion of it is at a high pitch, even in countries that are newly converted to be market economies. And in some cases, they'll invest in the infrastructure because they're starting really from scratch and want to make sure they're not left out. So all of us should reach out and find partners, not only in this country, but in every country in the world. The opportunity here is unbelievable. Looking back, I think we can all say that the PC industry has come a long ways, but it's really nothing compared to what's going to happen here. I am more excited about this and these possibilities than I ever have been since the beginning of the PC. It's going to take thousands of companies from several industries to make this happen. And everyone here is going to have lots of opportunities arising out of this. Thank you.